Hi folks, my name is Dr. Dain Heer, here to invite you to a very special possibility for being in the world called the energetic synthesis of communion global telecall. The interesting thing is that we are energetic beings. In other words, we interact with the world energetically, but nobody ever tells us this. More, nobody ever shows us or gives us that energy that we can be so that we can be us anywhere, anytime in the world, interacting with everything that's coming at us and having total ease. It's kind of like this capacity to be the rock in the stream. In other words, you're there and all these thoughts and feelings and attitudes and emotions and all this stuff come at you and they try to overwhelm you, but you're just there being you, being in total allowance of it all. I was so fortunate to have this gift, if you will, of these energetic synthesis of communions, these ESCs bestowed upon me. I know that sounds kind of significant, and I don't mean it that way, but basically, I found out that this was possible by working with a group of people in a room. And what happened was I started working with one person, and there were 6 people over here that were just kind of hanging out and working, and I said, hey, can I work on all of you and see what we can do together? And they went, sure, why not? Free session, absolutely. And they laid down, and with these 7 people, it created a result that was far greater than one person alone. And so later I expanded that to 12 people, and it created a greater result than the 7 did. And then to 24, and then to 50, and then 100, and then 150. And the result that got created in people's lives and their connection with the world around them was a thing of beauty to behold. So for me, this energetic synthesis of communion is where we can all contribute the gift that we are to each other. So for example, if you've had an awareness of a possibility that can be unlocked, a space that you can be in the world, and maybe for you it was a hard-fought awareness to have. In other words, you may have gone through abuse and you may have gone through all kinds of stuff and come out the other side a gentle, kind, caring person. Well, that space of being that you be can contribute to somebody else across the world in this ESC so that they can step into it too just because you've been able to be it. It's one way of sharing our gifts with each other. What if you truly being you are the gift and the change the world requires? And what if all that you've been requiring up until now is somebody to show you that it's possible and actually to give you the energy of being able to be it? So I'd like to invite you to this thing that has become this amazing possibility called this global ESC telecall. And it's interesting. You'll lie there, you'll put your phone on speaker, and you'll start to receive. Now, what was interesting for me was I thought, well, I've done this in a room full of people where I can go around and put my hands on everybody to facilitate the energy moving. I wonder how this is going to work in a telecall format. This is something I've never done before. And the first one that I did, I had people sending me emails saying, I didn't think it was possible to receive this much without somebody being there with me. I now know that I can receive from the world. I don't know how you did it. I don't even know what you did. I just know I'm different. Well, that's the invitation. I don't exactly know how I do it either. I just know that I can. And I know that when we get together, we can create a far greater possibility than anything that's ever shown up before. That's my invitation to you. What greater possibility would you like to be able to create in your life and in the world? And what if you could have a communion, a connection with everyone and everything on this beautiful planet of ours that is willing to gift to you? What if you knew you were never alone again? What if you knew the universe and the people on this planet that desire more had your back? What if you knew the plants and the animals and the trees had your back in a way that was with you all the time? That's what I hope to gift you in these ESCs. So thanks very much for considering it. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And thank you for being the gift that you are in the world that you may not even yet realize. I hope you'll consider signing up, and I look forward to having you on the telecall. Thanks for being, my beautiful friend. Bye.
Do you know that you're here to birth a completely different reality of possibility? What if that were not crazy? What if it were total awareness on your part of what's actually possible? Total awareness of who, what, where, when, why, and how you actually be. Total awareness of why you took on a body in the first place and why you're here right now. What if it's time for we dreamers to create a different possibility as the world? 1, 2,